Justice Unlimited Series 1, Episodes 12 13, titled Once and Future Thing. And this episode, of course, is the wrap up of Series 1 of Justice Unlimited. And what this story is basically about is that you got this guy who has a time traveling device. He goes to the Justice League Watchtower because he's a smart person, tries to steal Batman's Eternity Belt, and Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern spots him. He tries to escape. The three of them enter into a time portal, and they get trapped in the first half, the Wild West, and then in the future in the second half. And these two episodes are interesting to watch just because it's interesting to see our heroes in different situations, and them in the Old West or in the future is a different area. It's a new different breed because we haven't seen Batman or Wonder Woman, Green Lantern or Superman, whoever, in the OS, and how things were done back then, is different how things are now, and how example, the moment people saw them in their costumes, people would laugh at them and say, "Hey, I joined the circus" or something. It's that level of stuff because I realized, oh yeah, Superman's not flying around, or guns. In a way, it's threatening. It's still threatening, but Bruce is like, no, I'm not. I'm not taking a gun, and that's like a swung. He ain't gonna even use it as a threat thing. I like that. Joe Hex is in it. That's cool, and all kind of stuff. I thought the Zoe type character. I thought that name sounds familiar, but I feel like they made create a character. But when you hit the future, that's when things get very interesting, because in the future, they bump into an older version of Shadow Shock. They meet into Hawkgirl's and Green Lantern's kid. So, who out of the first 6 members, who gets it on, and have a kid, and they meet Batman Beyond. Terry Guinness, which also equals them meeting the old ideal version of Bruce. And for now, I'm just gonna call the Batman that we know, the Bruce Wayne we know as Batman, and Bruce Wayne as the old version. I don't know, it is interesting seeing Batman talking to Bruce, and how Terry's kind of oh, have you guys met before? And it's shut up, it's a really interesting dynamic. And of course, the scene where Batman is good cop, which is always weird to see, because Bruce is as how you interrogate someone. This is how you interrogate someone. It's okay. It's cool seeing Hal Jordan, which is is one of those things no respect to Jon Stewart or Kyle Rayner or Guy Gardner or whoever, who's it, Bass and Jess, those are the characters who are in the Justice League right now in the comics. How has his own book, but it's it's those two characters. Hal Jordan's kind of the character you kind of think of when you mention Green Lantern. So seeing him was kind of cool. He has a couple of lines. He doesn't have that big presence, but I would when Hal gets turned back to Jon Stewart, Sarah's come on, make it your mind. Which I would is awesome. And it kind of shows how different Hal Jordan is. I mean, Hal Jordan is a little bit, good morning citizens, he's a little bit like that, but it's once again it's cool to see Hal Jordan. It's a really interesting episode. It's not the best episode finale from any of the shows that I covered, but it's just a fun wrap up, and I do like how they keep hinting and hinting. I have a feeling at the end of season 3 of Justice Unlimited, they hook up Batman and Wonder Woman, because they've been playing on this whole thing for I don't know how long, because it's you had the heart. It's because it's pretty obviously Diana has the heart for Bruce, and Bruce has the heart for Diana, and of course your audience member are just do it already. But again, a good fun wrap